Will the Venom sequel be better than the first Venom movie? Is Conan O'Brien really retiring from late night television? And what all is included in Phase 4 of the MCU? Well, I talk about all that and more on this episode of the Toddcast. Hello everyone and welcome to the Toddcast. As always, I'm your host, Todd McManus. And a lot of news and a lot of stuff has happened this past week. First off, I'd like to say, if I sound a little different or if I'm coughing during this episode, it's because I was sick this past week. Still feeling it a little bit. No, I don't have COVID. I am vaccinated of that. But I think it was a sinus infection. I've been to the doctor and everything. And this is a few days after that. I went to the doctor on Monday, and this is being recorded on Thursday. And yeah, that's just why I sound like this. A lot of people have been getting sick, not only members of my family, but other people that I know and people in the area have been getting around the same thing. It's like, I don't have fever or anything, you know. It's just like, imagine a sinus infection that you can give to people. That's basically what this is. Because I get a sinus infection like every year. So I'm used to this, you know. But, so yeah, if I sound a little different, or if you hear me dying in the background, it's because I'm, excuse me, I'm still feeling it a little bit. But anyway, also, this past week was indeed finals week for me at ULM, and I know other colleges in the state and in the area, and colleges around the country and the world. This is the around finals week time. Like last week was finals week for another college that I know, and then this week was my college's finals week. So good luck on any other seniors graduating and going into life or going into a master's program or anything, and congrats on graduating and all the people who have passed their finals, moving in either whether you're graduating or moving into the next year into college, or if you're graduating high school and coming into college, congratulations on that too. So it's a big leap. It's a big leap of faith to go to college. Believe me, it's something. It's a whole new world. I'll tell you that. And so, with that being said, it is officially summer. Yes, I will count this as the first ever, or not the first ever, but the first episode of summer 2021. And with that being said, there's going to be a lot of new stuff and different things going on, not only here on the Toddcast, but everywhere, of course. More stuff is coming out, more shows, more movies are finally being released now that we're on the downward curve of COVID and the pandemic. And for me, I'm going to be reviewing a lot of shows and movies this summer, now that I don't have to worry about school anymore until August anyway, when I start my senior year in August. I want to try to review as many shows and movies as I can. At least keep it to either one series, one movie, or a set of movies, like a trilogy or something, per episode is what I would like to do. Like, there's a lot of shows that I haven't seen on Netflix or Amazon Prime or anything like that that are interesting to me, that look interesting, and I may want to watch all the episodes or a movie or all sets of movies, like the Lord of the Rings franchise. I've seen bits and pieces of each movie, but I've not watched all 3 Lord of the Ring movies from beginning to end. And that's something that I would like to do at some point in this summer, is I'm going to watch all of them, and then I'll give you my honest review of the franchise. So expect that coming into the near future in the next coming weeks. So it could be the summer of reviews for 2021. And not only does that mean for the next series that Marvel releases, which is Loki, which comes out July 9th, or premieres July 9th, and then the Black Widow movie also is released in theaters on July 9th. Loki is June 9th, so excuse me for that. Loki premieres June 9th, and Black Widow, the movie, will be released in theaters and on Disney Plus for $30 on July 9th, a month later after Loki. So we got a lot to look forward to this year, not only in this summer, but for the rest of the year of 2021. And now that we're on the downward curve of COVID, of course, make sure you get vaccinated. That way we can all party and go to the beach or whatever kind of vacation you're going to do. Good luck with all that, and hopefully you stay safe out there. But let's go ahead and get into some news. There was some big news, in my opinion, big news, that came out this past week, is that late night television host that most of you may know if you know late night television, comedians, all that kind of stuff, Conan O'Brien, is officially ending his show in June. The Conan Show, which is, I think it's on TBS, is the channel? I think so. I think that's the right channel. Yeah, on TBS, Conan is officially ending his show in June and will continue a variety show on the streaming service HBO Max. So, I guess TBS is not going to have a late night interview show anymore. Because, I mean, we got all the others, like Fallon is the Tonight Show. You got the Late Show, the Late Late Show, Late Night. Like, there's so many other late night comedy interview shows like that that are on pretty much every channel at this point. There's people's own podcasts like this, and then there's other internet shows, and it's like they're branching out basically, and that's what Conan O'Brien is doing, getting off of the network television, off of TBS, and is now moving to HBO Max. So I'll have to check it out, of course. Conan, in my opinion, he was my favorite, like, as of late. I watched his show a good bit, like last year or back in the day. Before COVID happened, I watched his show a good bit. Ever since COVID really happened last year, I haven't watched much late night TV just to see how they were doing. Is mainly the only reason I watched it, to see how they were interviewing guests through Zoom and on COVID, all that kind of stuff, you know, during all this pandemic and everything. But Conan's show is ending in June, and he'll be on HBO Max. I don't know when that show's going to start. It might start right after that in June or a little later. And so, yeah, he'll be ending his show. And also Ellen DeGeneres, is also ending her show in 2022, next year, after those allegations of a toxic workplace, apparently. I don't really know. I haven't watched her show in a long time. And, like, I watched a couple episodes. It was years ago, probably. Because back in the day where it's like I watched pretty much almost every late night talk show a long time ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, probably, just to see, like, which one would be my personal favorite. And Conan O'Brien is just, his type of comedy is my type of comedy, you know. But Ellen, I think it was like 19 seasons is how long her show has been going. And now she's officially ending her show next year. So we got Conan ending in June and Ellen's ending next year. These late night TV shows are going now. I don't know what she's going to do after. All that I know is that they said that Ellen was going to end the show. If TBS wants a late night talk show and they want a host, I mean, I'm right here. If they really want to, I mean, I'd do it. That'd be awesome to host my very own late night talk show 5 days a week and also do this. I would love that. That would be awesome to host my own late night talk show. So TBS, I know you're listening out there. I'm right here. Please, I'm right here. Come on. Please give me a contract. I will sign the dotted line right now. Send my e-signature, my electronic signature right at you. So, yeah. So, but with all that being said, to more important news in the Marvel spectrum, more into the Sony Pictures Marvel version, their own universe, Venom. The first Venom movie that starred Tom Hardy as Venom and Eddie Brock released in 2018. I can't believe it's been about almost 3 years since that movie's been out. But now, they just released, about a week ago, the new trailer for the Venom sequel called Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which is, of course, referencing the other symbiote in the Spider-Man universe called Carnage, which is basically, he's red because Venom is the black symbiote and Carnage is the red symbiote. And Woody Harrelson will be playing the character. His name is Cletus Cassidy, and he's like a psychopath. He's got red hair, and he turns into Carnage. Carnage is like he's like Venom, but he's like way more violent and loves killing people, that kind of type of thing. And I think it's going to be good. I actually really enjoyed the first Venom movie when it came out. I think I saw it like 2 times in theaters when it came out 3 years ago. And now that this movie's coming out, and it'll be released September 24th of this year. So we still got a good amount of months to make sure for COVID to die down even more than it already has, to let theaters, I feel like by that time, theaters will be back to full capacity. No doubt in my mind. They probably already are in some states. I haven't been keeping up some of them, but there's probably the states that have lifted mask mandates have probably already done full capacity back for theaters and stuff like that. Unless that's the theaters, like Cinemark, unless that's up to them, or AMC. But I will definitely be watching that. It's September 24th. That's actually 2 days after my birthday. So I'll probably go see it for my birthday, just go that weekend and watch the Venom sequel, Venom Let There Be Carnage. It's going to be a good movie. And I'm glad that's coming out around then, so I can go be able to see it, And that'll be a good movie, because I remember last year for my birthday during COVID, in September 2020, we went, some members of my family and some friends, we all got together and we went to the theater and did one of those private watch parties, and we watched Tenet in theaters, the Christopher Nolan movie that he directed. And that was a good movie. I really enjoyed it because we watched it and we had our own theater to ourselves, and that was kind of cool too. And the movie was cool and great, and we ate good food afterwards. And I might have to do that again this year for the next Venom movie. So, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, September 24th, 2021 this year. And the trailer is available now, the full actual trailer, and the release date along with it is what the main point of it was. We knew it was coming out this year, but we didn't know exact day. But now that they have released that and the actual trailer is here, I'm excited. I think it's going to be pretty good. Like I said before, I enjoyed the first Venom movie. If you have not seen the first Venom movie, I recommend it. It's different, of course, but it's a good movie, And this movie's going to be a little different because it's like Venom is more comedic in this movie. This movie, I think, is going to be more funny because of Venom, because of who he is. So, I don't know. If you don't understand what I'm talking about and you haven't seen the first Venom movie, you should definitely watch the first Venom movie and then watch the trailer to the second Venom movie. And you would clearly understand what I'm talking about and know where I'm going with all that. And so, but even though Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage is made by Sony, they're still Marvel characters, because you always associate Venom and Carnage with Spider-Man. They're not in the MCU. They're not tied to the Avengers, technically. So, they're in their own universe with, the Morbius movie that's going to come out next year, and any other movie that's related to that as well. So, yeah. So Marvel, speaking of Marvel anyway, Disney's MCU, Disney announced Phase 4. I think that was a week or two ago. They announced Phase 4 officially for the MCU and announced every movie that will be the beginning of Phase 4 to the end of Phase 4, which Phase 4, of course, begins with the Black Widow movie, which is premiering July 9th of this year. And it's got Black Widow and all the other series that are coming out in between now until the last movie, I guess. Because it started with WandaVision, technically. Because that was the first thing, or the first project that was in Phase 4. Because we've had WandaVision and the Falcon and Winter Soldier so far. And then we get Loki. And right around the time it ends is when Black Widow premieres in theaters. And then we'll have more shows. And we got like 3 more. We got 3. As of right now, we have 3 more series this year. And 4 movies in the MCU that's left for the second half of 2021. We're not even halfway through the year yet, but it still starts in like June, July. And then Shang-Chi's in September, Eternals is November, and Spider-Man No Way Home is in December. So we got those 4 movies in a 5-month span around there. Yeah. With 3 other series after Loki. So it's like, it's a lot. This is going to be taken in. Not to mention Disney's also doing Star Wars series around that time as well, because we'll have to have the Book of Boba Fett. We got to have season 3 of The Mandalorian. Star Wars The Bad Batch has already begun. It's already been going for a while, and it's a good show, honestly. Like, to speak about it for a little bit, I really enjoy The Bad Batch because it's in the same style and animation and in the same universe, technically, or it is, as the Clone Wars. And it's all connected, of course, in the Star Wars lore. And there's a new episode of it coming out every Friday for I don't know how long. I don't know how long this season is going. And I think they can make a second season unless they all get killed off or something, or Disney just doesn't want to make one after this, because it all has continuity and makes sense with the movies and the shows and everything else that's going on. And I enjoy it. If you want to check it out, you can. It's on Disney Plus, and it's a good show. I just like it. If you like the Clone Wars, you'll definitely like The Bad Batch. And a lot of people have been comparing it to The Mandalorian as well. So if you like The Mandalorian, you will like this show, even though it's animated. It's still good. It's still Star Wars. So, but back to Marvel is that, speaking of that, with Disney releasing Star Wars and Marvel stuff at the same time pretty soon, I think what they're doing is that the Marvel shows will be on Wednesdays and Star Wars will have Fridays. Because the Bad Batch has Fridays right now, and the Loki show is premiering June 9th, which is a Wednesday. And they said Wednesday is Marvel Day now, is what they said for Loki anyway. I don't know if that would be the same for the other shows. But as of right now, we're going to get, like, when Loki premieres, it'll be a new episode every Wednesday. And then, like, let's say we get to the end of the year, and let's say Hawkeye has already premiered alongside either the Book of Boba Fett or Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Let's say Hawkeye will be on Wednesdays and The Mandalorian will be on Fridays. So that's how that's going to work, is that we'll have Marvel and then Star Wars, with being a day apart. So, but hey, that's fine with me. That's more stuff to watch out of 2 of my favorite franchises, being Star Wars and Marvel. But with Phase 4, they announced, like, everything this year has already been announced pretty much. Like the What If series, we don't know what day that's going to premiere yet. And then Miss Marvel and Hawkeye are both other shows. Those are 2 other series that are supposed to premiere at some point during this year as well. And they're all in post-production as of right now. So I'm not real sure what will be happening anyway. And I'm not real sure what's going to happen, you know, so I don't know. And so with Marvel on Wednesdays and Star Wars on Fridays, that'll be great. Like, just thinking about it, like, it's going to be pretty awesome, in my opinion. And like I said, there's 3 more series coming out this year, other than Loki, that we already know about. But what if Miss Marvel and Hawkeye are all supposed to premiere at some point this year? We just don't have a specific day for those yet. So, Loki's on June 9th premiering. It's a series. And then Black Widow will premiere in theaters and on Disney Plus for $30 on July 9th. And then Shang-Chi on September 3rd. Eternals on November 5th. And Spider-Man No Way Home on December 17th. And those are the movies. And Spider-Man will be the last movie and end this year of 2021. While Hawkeye and Miss Marvel might be around there as well. So... And then in the beginning of next year, 2022, we'll start out with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness on March 25th. May 6th for Thor Love and Thunder, the 4th Thor movie. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is in pre-production right now. They're currently they haven't started filming yet, but they will soon. And that'll be released July 8th of next year. And then The Marvels, which is technically the sequel to Captain Marvel. So it's basically Captain Marvel 2, but it's called The Marvels. And that will premiere November 11th of 2022. And then we got some other shows in 2022 like She-Hulk, Moon Knight. Those both are still filming right now. Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, and the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special are all supposed to premiere, or all shows supposed to premiere around that time as well. And then... to end off, Phase 4 will be Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which is the next Ant-Man movie, and then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Ant-Man and the Wasp will be premiering February 17th, 2023, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is May 5th, 2023. And we still don't know about the Fantastic Four movie, the Blade movie, and then even Deadpool 3 is currently in development with the MCU as well, with Disney. So, a lot of stuff is in the works currently. And over half of that stuff is being filmed or in development right now. Because they're all developing these shows and then they're working on the next phase and everything. And trying to get work up into the next Avengers movie. And then, like they said at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're already currently working on Captain America 4 with Anthony Mackie, who plays the Falcon, who is now Captain America, with his version of Captain America as a movie that we will actually get. So, to understand all this, you really got to watch the movies and the shows, because now they're starting to intertwine more, to where, like this, in this instance, having a show and then you're going to have a movie takes place after that based off of what happened in the show. It's all connected, you know what I'm saying? So, but they announced all of that, and that'll be happening in the next couple of years, and I'm excited for it. Hopefully you are, especially now that, like I said, COVID's starting to die down, and we've already gotten 2 series out of Marvel and waiting on a 3rd with Loki and all the other 20 series or whatever. They announced a lot of series, and there's a lot. Like, there's, like, take the amount of movies and, like, double or triple it, and that's how many series we're going to get, because I don't even know what takes, to me, I think a series would take longer to film, because if it's an hour episode each week, and there's, like, 6 or more episodes, that's 6 hours, and, I mean, a 3-hour movie takes a month, like, 2-3 months or so to film, and a series, I feel like, would take longer, you know. And then especially if they want to try to bring in a secret cameo of somebody in the show, you know. But I'm excited for it, to see what's going to happen. I don't really know what's going to happen. I definitely know that Black Widow's going to be good. Shang-Chi's going to be good. Eternals is going to be good. And I don't really know what to expect out of that movie. I think Spider-Man No Way Home at the end of this year is going to shake things up. Because it's that movie, and then the next one after that is the next Doctor Strange movie. And we already know that Doctor Strange is in the next Spider-Man movie, and Wanda, Scarlet Witch, is in the next Doctor Strange movie. And apparently stuff she did in WandaVision is going to affect the Spider-Man movie and Doctor Strange 2. And, of course, all the rumors going around about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man may show up in the next Spider-Man movie. Don't know if that's going to happen. Andrew Garfield shot it down, but, that's just what actors do. They got to shoot that stuff down instead of saying, yeah, we're in it. They can't just say that. They've got to keep it secret, Kevin Feige will cut their throats. No, he won't do that. He's a nice guy. But Disney would. Disney definitely would cut their throats, because that's what Disney does. But Disney's pretty good. I like Disney because of all the Star Wars and Marvel stuff they're giving us right now. So yeah, that's Marvel as of right now. I don't really know what else about Star Wars, though. The Bad Batch is happening now. We're not supposed to get a Star Wars movie for a while. And Season 3 of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett is supposed to premiere at the end of this year, beginning of next year. So I'm just going to wait for that then. So, see what happens, So, yeah. And if you want to know all the movies and the release dates for Phase 4 of the MCU, you can go ahead and just Google Marvel Phase 4, and it'll bring up like a news article or whatever, and you can look, or even a picture that somebody made or something, with the release dates. So, and of course, whenever they update the release dates for the series or any other delays or anything, of course, I'll be able to tell you, because I'll definitely know about it. So, because I found out about it like on Instagram and stuff like that. So, through social media. So yeah, that's Phase 4 of Marvel. I'm really hyped about it. And it's going to be starting off with the Black Widow movie in July. So, and I'm ready to go ahead and get back in theaters and see a Marvel movie again. So, yeah. So now, I've got some questions from you, the public. If you ever want to submit a question, you can go down to the YouTube comments. You can, if you're listening on a podcast provider like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other podcast provider, in the description below, there should be a link that will take you to my YouTube channel. And then you can go over there, go into the comment sections of one of the videos, and just comment a question that you would like for me to answer to the best of my ability on an episode of the Toddcast. Or you can go over and follow the Toddcast official Instagram page at _Toddcast_. Only on Instagram. No other social media account for the Toddcast. Only on Instagram. And every other week or so, there is usually a story that is posted that will ask for your questions. You can submit a question in there, and hopefully I will answer your question the best I can on an episode of the Toddcast in the future. So, and I've got a couple questions right here, right now, so we're going to go ahead and go through them. So, first question we got is, and thank you for submitting these questions. 2 buttons, you can only press 1. Okay. The first button, you instantly get $1 million. That's a lot of money, especially, well, it's a lot of money depending on how you spend it. If you go willy-nilly, it's not that much. It's only $1 million, so you better do good with it. So, 2 buttons, one of them instantly $1 million, boom. It's either right in your bank account, it's delivered to your house through a briefcase, or it just appears under your mattress. So, boom, $1 million right there in your hands. Or, the other button is that you have a 50-50 chance to get $100 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's a lot more than $1 million. So, with one button, you can get $1 million. Guaranteed, no questions asked. The other button is that you have a 50% chance of getting nothing or a 50% chance of getting $100 million. That's a good question. Because do you want the guaranteed less amount? Or do you want to take a chance for literally 100 times the worth? And it really depends on, like, how you are financially right now, I would say. Like, if you believe you're in a good financial standpoint right now, you could just go for the $1 million, and that's still $1 million. Or if you think you're in a good financial standpoint still, and you just go for the chance, and you get nothing, you still think that you're in a good financial standpoint. Like, if you have a job, making decent, good money, living well, that's fine. You know, it's not, you're just, oh man, I didn't win $100 million. It's another day, you know. But if you win $100 million, because it's either $100 million or nothing. It's not like I get $100 million or I'm in debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a chance and it's a big gamble there, but you're not losing anything. They're not taking money away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not winning $100 million, but it's not like they're going to make you pay them $100 million or whatever. It's not like win $100 million or you have to pay double the amount of taxes the next year or something like that. Something weird, you know. It's not like that. And even if it was a bad consequence was the other 50% chance, I would have taken the 100, or not the 100, I would have took the 1 million guaranteed anyway. But with this, I may go for the 50-50 chance. Because, like, I'm good right now with money. Like, I buy food and gas. That's about it. That's about all I buy nowadays anyway. It's like, gas shortage apparently happened. I don't even pay attention to the news that much, but there was not many people. I was literally the only person at the gas station last night when I got gas, and I was fine, and all the gas pumps were not out of order, so we were good in my town. But you can get 1 million guaranteed with one button, or the other is 50-50 chance of nothing or $100 million. I think I would do the 50-50 chance. Because if you don't want anything, you don't want anything. That's like those giveaways. Like, you enter one of those giveaways, it's like, hey, you can win $100,000 or something like that. Or, hey, you can win a brand new car. Like, you can do that kind of stuff. And I don't win anything like that. And I'm like, oh, man, I didn't win it. Okay, and then I just forget about it, you know. It's like, I'm not going to be depressed that I didn't win a giveaway, you know. And that's the way I would treat this, is like, push the button. If I get nothing, oh well, have better luck next time, you know. Go do something else. Go push another button, you know. Or I could win $100 million. And then if that happens, I would not have a clue what I would do. I would go to Sonic. I would go and buy me Diet Coke from Sonic. That's what I would do. But yeah, I would take the 50-50 chance, honestly, because it's like, just, I mean, $1 million is nice. And yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody would love to just say, hey, push the button, you get $1 million, and then boom, you have $1 million. That'd be nice. But the 50-50 chance is like, it's getting to you, you know. It's like, ooh. But it's just a what if is what it is. It's like, but what if I do win $100 million? That way, instead of pushing the other button, instead of $1 million, I get 100 million. I gotta do the 50-50 chance. It's too like leaning towards me. Like, I just can't not do it. So, to answer your question, I will be taking the 50-50 chance of either getting nothing or $100 million. So, thank you for that question. That's a good question, too. So, the other question that I have received is a would you rather question. Oh, I love me a good would you rather question. Would you rather Speak everything in surround sound, okay? Or have your own entrance theme when you walk in a room. Oh. I feel like I already speak everything in surround sound because I'm loud. I'm loud when I talk to people. One, I can't hear. And two, I'm just loud. Like, if you know me personally, whether you're listening and you're a family member or a friend, or you just have heard me speak in public before, I'm a loud person. Like, I'm not quiet at all unless I have to be. And I feel like I can speak in surround sound normally. On a normal day, I can do that. But imagine walking in a room and having your own entrance theme. Is that every time I walk in a room? Have your own entrance theme when you walk in a room. It doesn't specify. I would have my own entrance theme when I walk in a room, but I want it to be a room that actually has people in it, because I don't want to walk into, like, the bathroom and then my entrance theme is like Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix or something, and it just starts every time I walk into a different room. I just don't want the same song playing over and over again, even when I'm alone. Like, if I walk into, like, a gas station, or even, like, if I ever walk into a classroom or something, and it just starts playing a song that's my entrance music, that'd be awesome. But if I'm walking into, like I said, the bathroom or my bedroom, and nobody else is there, like, that just defeats the purpose of an entrance music. You know what I'm saying? So, I would pick the entrance song every time, or I would have my own entrance theme when I walk into a room, because that'd be more fun, and I pretty much already speak in surround sound. Like, my voice can carry a while. So, yeah. So, thank you for your questions. Those are good questions, too. Thank you for those questions, and like I said before, you can post them on the Instagram story whenever the Instagram story is up, or you can just go any time of the day that you want and just go post a comment in the comment sections on YouTube and post your questions there, and hopefully I'll answer one of your questions on a future episode of the Toddcast. So with all that being said, it is now time for a drink review. I've got 2 drinks here. These 2 drinks were actually bought and brought to me from Cracker Barrel. So, of course, Cracker Barrel usually has older sodas and everything, that if you've ever been to Cracker Barrel, it's just in that big lobby gift shop type area in the front as soon as you walk into Cracker Barrel. And there's usually, like, older cream sodas or orange sodas or anything like that over in that back wall area closer to the entrance into the actual food area that you eat at. And so I got 2 drinks from Cracker Barrel here, and I'm going to go ahead and crack open the first one. The first one is called Oh So Grape Soda. Okay. So, not a little known fact about myself. I actually enjoy grape soda. I used to drink Orange Crush and Grape Crush were like 2 of my favorite drinks when I was a kid. Other than root beer, like, because root beer is still one of my favorite drinks, even though I don't drink it as often, because I drink Diet Coke more because of the no sugar part of it. But being like a kid and loving soda back in the day of sugary drinks, it was always orange soda and grape soda were like my 2 favorite drinks. And this smells good. I like grape flavored things. I know some people don't. Like, I personally know somebody that does not like grape flavored, like, suckers or anything like that. But I honestly do. Like, it's not my favorite flavor, but I still like it. I very much enjoy grape flavored things. I like eating grapes. And a good grape flavored soda can go a long way. So, It's oh so good, is what it says. And it's oh so grape soda since 1946. That's about it, really. And a picture of these two drinks will be posted on the Toddcast Instagram, that you'll be able to go check them out and look. That way, if you want to try them, you can be able to go to Cracker Barrel or any other store that has older drinks in it, and you can be able to go check them out. But I'm going to go ahead and try out Oh So Grape Soda. So let's give it a try. Okay. Excuse me, it's not that bad. All right. Let me try it one more time. That's pretty good. I mean, it's good for a grape soda. Grape soda is not that strong to me. It's good, but it's not great. Because it's not bad. If you like grape soda, you'll like this. But it's not strong. It's not tart. It doesn't have that strong grape flavor that you always normally get from anything that has grape flavor in it. And I can go ahead and give you a score. On the Score official Toddcast drink review scale from 0 to 100 with no decimals, you will get a solid... I'm going to give you a 70, because that's pretty good. I would drink this again, but it's just like, it's not my favorite. Like Grape Crush and all those other like mainstream sodas that have a grape flavor are better than this. But this is good for like a grape soda that's in a bottle, in a glass bottle. That's pretty good. So you get a solid 70. Now, on to the other drink that I don't know what to expect out of this. This is Bundaberg non-alcoholic ginger beer. So it's non-alcoholic. That means there's no alcohol in this. But it's still a ginger beer with no alcohol. It's made in Australia. It's Australian, so... I don't really know what to expect. It looks weird. It's in a different kind of bottle. I've never opened a bottle like this before. Pull out, then up. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I had a little spill out on my hand because I didn't really know how to open this thing. So, I don't know what to expect with this because, I mean... if you take it all the way out of context, I don't like beer. This is Bundaberg non-alcoholic ginger beer. I don't think I've ever had any kind of drink that has ginger in it. I don't like normal beer that has alcohol in it. I don't know what to expect this to taste like. It looks weird. It looks old. And it's from Australia. So, and was being sold at Cracker Barrel. Of all places to be sold at. So... okay, Bundaberg non-alcoholic ginger beer. I'm going to give you a try. Don't know what to expect, but here we go. Oh, it smells weird. Okay. Different. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry if you hear me smacking or anything. I'm trying to get a good taste profile on it. Oh, Jesus. It's not that good. I didn't really know what to expect. Anyway, I don't even think I can put this cap back on here. Oh, well, dang it. There we go. Okay. It's weird. It's in this little container. Like I said, if you've seen the post, you already know what I'm talking about. It's not as good as the grape soda, but they're not even close to anything related. I mean, they both have sugar. That's it. They're both a soda. But I don't even know. That has... I'm so confused. Bundaberg non-alcoholic ginger beer on the scale from 0 to 100, no decibels. I'm going to give you a 55. That's just that number really popping out to me. It's not good, but it's not like that god-awful moonshine. It's not something like, you know, whenever you drink something and it's so bad, as soon as it touches your tongue, you want to gag. It's not like that. Like, I drank it 3 times, I swallowed it 3 times, but it's not good. I gave it a good try. And it's just not good. I mean, if you want to try, I gave it a 55, only because it's drinkable. Like, it's not worth throwing up or anything, or spitting it out. If you want to try it, who knows? You may actually like it. If you want to give it a try, it's at Cracker Barrel or any other old-timey country store or whatever that sells these old types of glass bottled drinks. And it's from Australia. So if you're in Australia, if you're listening from Sydney, Melbourne, or wherever in Australia, or if you're going to Australia, you may know what I'm talking about. So you may have to try it. Bundaberg non-alcoholic ginger beer gets a 55. And Oh-So grape soda gets a good 70. So, and like I said before, if you want to ask me a question that you would like me to answer on an episode of the Toddcast, you can comment them down below in the comment section on YouTube. Just click that link if you're listening on a podcast provider, take you to the YouTube channel, and you can comment down below in one of the videos. And also, if you would like for me to review a certain brand of drinks that has many different flavors, you can comment that as well. And if you have any other ideas or drink flavors that you would like for me to try, or any specific drinks that are like weird off the wall drinks that you think I might be able to find or anything, comment them down below too. Really, you know, comment any drink or question that you have down in the comment section below on YouTube. So, with all that being said, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Toddcast. As always, please rate and subscribe. And if you're listening on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded. And make sure you go over to Instagram and follow the Toddcast only on Instagram at _Toddcast_. Only on Instagram, no other social media. Make sure you get updates and see pictures of the drinks and the guests that I am interviewing that week. And make sure you tell your friends, tell your family, and tell anybody you want to give it a listen. And thank you for listening to this episode once again. And if you want to know what's going to happen next week, you're just going to tune in to find out. Only on the Toddcast.